Rifleman Reloaded. We're at the range today. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna shoot a couple different guns, and we're gonna finally finish the PSA Dagger episode, and we should have it out next week. Sorry for the delay. It's just been a busy week for both of us.
Hi. This is all going to be edited out. Talk about why you chose this platform. And action!
Hey y'all, welcome back to Rifleman Reloaded. Today we are going to go over the PSA Dagger. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get Zach shooting it today because of a lot of people at the range on Sunday today. So we're going to jump right into it. So during the winter break, as I'm gonna call it, in between Thanksgiving and
New Year's,
I picked up a PSA Dagger, full size 9mm. I took it to the range 2 Thursdays ago for its first test fire, and you'll see some clips here in just a few minutes on it. Alrighty guys, here's the first shots with the new Palmetto State Armory Dagger. Feels good so far. Not too bad. Feels very good in my hand. Not too bad of a recoil either. And this is going to be our,
your new go-to EDC?
Yeah, my new go-to ADC, but this is also going to be my product review on it. Let's start off with functionality. So I like it because it is easy to rack, easy to chamber. You don't have to put all the force into it like you do with a normal gun, say a 1911 or a compact 9mm. This has a very easy slide. So if you have a person in your family that wants a full-size 9mm but doesn't want the hardness of the racking, I would probably recommend this gun. PSA did a lot of nice modifications to this gun. It is a Glock clone, so don't get on to me, oh well, it's just it's another form of Glock. Yes, I know this, but I wanted an American-made version of the Glock. So
it also feels better than a Glock, in my opinion.
The grip is a lot better. You have more room for your hand. The only quarrel I really have about this firearm is the trigger pull kind of feels a little bit weird. But there is options to change out the trigger system in the gun. So far, the only upgrade I did to it, I did put a Crimson Trace Light Plus Laser. The
great way to get rid of your neighbor's cat.
Don't get onto us, Peter. We're just joking. Other than that, I mean, I like the functionality of it. I like that it's got the threaded barrel. I like that it's our favorite color.
Yeah, FDE.
And this actually has a copper style. I don't know if it's like anodized copper on a regular stainless steel barrel, but I like the colors of it. Like,
oh, it's sharp.
Yeah.
I was worried when you first got this because the photo you sent me when you bought this, to me it looked like rose gold. I was like, oh boy. And then when seeing it in person, it definitely has that copper appeal like you would find on a nice penny.
Yeah.
I do also, one thing I really like about this pistol, just looking at it, it is, thank you. Will's absolutely correct. This feels so much better in your hand than your standard Glock. I also like that this is a firearm that you purchased and it included iron sights,
Yes.
but also gives you the option to put on an aftermarket, an optic on there.
Yeah, it is. It is what they say, OP ready, OP sight ready. So you can. There's a couple different sights that you can get for it. Right now, I'm actually saving up to put a Halo Sun on it.
Holosuns are good. I like Holosuns.
They Palmetto State Armory actually has a Crimson Trace that'll fit on it right now, but it's a little bit smaller. I want something a little bit bigger because I mean, you see, I got glasses, so I don't see as well as I used to. Another thing I like is the cutouts.
Yeah.
I think they call it Doctor or something like that.
Well, I mean, it can have many names. I mean, I really do believe the purpose of this is for two things. It's shaving off any unnecessary weight, making it more comfortable. Also, probably to help cool the barrel. I mean, like AKs have the 3 air holes on the Yugos and 2 air holes on your standard remaining AKs and your Russians. So that's a nice touch to it. It's not bland looking. It has character. It has personality. I mean, honestly, I personally would choose this aesthetically over our Glock any day of the week. There's nothing wrong with Glocks per se. I mean, it's just not my cup of tea. To my EDC of the 1911, this is a lot lighter. In your 1911, mine is chamber 45 ACP. Yours is chamber 9mm, so it balances out with the weight distribution. But I can't wait till we do the video where we do a full breakdown, maintenance, cleaning. You know what I mean? Because this is a very popular pistol, everybody. This pistol's already been sold out on PSA on today. Sold out. And what was the price when you got yours?
Right. So, brass tacks right now on these things. You can go on the website and see. They actually have a couple deals with the full size ones and the compact ones. This one, when I got it, it was on sale for $369. Right now, I don't know what the price is on this exact one because right now they're out of stock because they're so popular. I would guess they're probably still in the $300-400 range, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
And you know Palmetto State's going to back anything they have. They will, if something goes wrong with it, you write them. They're going to tell you to send it back through one of your FFL here in Florida, one of your dealers to send it back, and or whoever you deal with inside of the United States.
Yeah.
But they will stand behind it, and that's why I like a lot of my PSA stuff. This is my second PSA Armory purchase. My first one was my upper for my AR, and I bought all the stuff to go into the lower. I do have a spike lower. All in all, American-made quality stuff, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, correct. I mean, you can find, you know, for the 1911s out there, you're gonna find your cheap 1911s about $350, all the way to the more top shelf of your 1911 brands, such as Springfield Armory, Colt, Kember, which I feel iffy about. But no, I mean, if I wanted a 9mm, I would choose this over a Glock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something with PSA. You know, they're coming out with new products. I know last year they started being a little bit more flexing on their AK line, and I saw an AK meltdown video from PSA and did phenomenal full auto. You know, and the one PSA item I'm really interested for myself is the Saber, the AR-10 platform. Got to do a little bit more homework on it first, though, because I got to figure out if it's an Armor-Lite platform or if it's a DPMS platform, because those are two different 308s. But no, I mean, there's nothing really bad to say. I think when we do the video, breaking it down, doing the cleaning and maintenance on it, I think that's where, you know, it's going to be completed. And
eventually we will have Zach's reaction to shooting it and everything. Yeah. Like I said today, the pistol range was just way too full when we went.
It was cool though. We went with Dad and his buddy, and you know, we had a good time. We did get to shoot a World War I rifle today. That was fun. Eddie Stone, gotta love it. 30-06, America. Every time you pull the trigger, it goes America.
And eventually, we're gonna be having 2 new guns hit the channel. Those are surprised. We ain't gonna tell you about those yet.
I kind of want to give like all of that.
It's gonna be, put it to you this way: they're both 20-inch barrels, but they're 2 different calibers. Yep,
that'll be a fun comparison video. I think that's gonna be great. And you know, when that episode comes out, it's going to be definitely fun doing the pros and cons of each one, because there are.
So PSA, be looking for my order because I'll be ordering it soon. So.
In Apex, we got to talk about some surplus parts.
Yeah.
One episode we have coming up here relatively soon is going to be the M70 Z-Pat from Zatava Arms, and it's an AK. I can't wait till we talk about that, because honestly, right now, if I could tell you anything, if you like wooden furniture like I do, don't buy this. If you do, replace the wooden furniture with the surplus that the military in Yugoslavia, when they existed, with, because honestly, man, it AK'd. It ate everything. I used 3 different magazines.
Yeah, and they all functioned well.
Oh,
and
speaking of magazines, what magazines is compatible with this one?
Okay, so
Dagger.
any of the Glock 17 mags. So
boom,
you can use the metal ones, or you can use what I'm using is the Magpul, 17 rounds. They are polymer, but they are about, I believe they're about $14 to $15 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad.
For the Magpuls. If you go on Gun Warehouse, the Glock ones I think are right at $20, $21 for the metal ones. But it has to be the Glock 17. Can't be the GL9. I mean, sorry, it's a GL9, I think, is what they say for these. Yeah, GL9 for the Glock, but it has to be for the 17. You can't use the Glock 19 mags in this one. I think you can on the compacts, but not on the full size.
Now, that's something too. Speaking of magazines, we can talk about mag dumping.
Yeah.
So you took this to the range, was it last Thursday?
Yes.
And you mag dumped. How did it do?
Phenomenal.
No stovepipe, no jam, no.
Nope. I put all 17 rounds within about, I'd say probably about 4 seconds.
That's pretty good, and that's pretty damn good, and no issues.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's like you're getting the reliability of a Glock because it's a clone, but you're also, I mean, it's a unique pistol.
Yes.
I mean, it's something different. It's like, you know, when you're in high school, everyone's wearing Nikes.
Yeah.
Air Forces and stuff. You know, this is the guy that walks in with the old school Chuck Taylor Converses. That was me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, I have nothing bad to say about it as a non-shooter of it. Mm-hmm. But knowing that you did your background, you did your homework on it, you know, and you took it out and you abused it a little bit in a good way.
Yeah. I mean, one of my first guns I had was a Glock. I did not like it. It jammed. So I ended up getting a Taurus. It's actually the Taurus that we had on a previous episode that I did. It was its basically older brother. It was the PT 111 Millennium. That was my first owning it. So
The Millennium Falcon.
I wish. But no, this gun, there's no qualms about it. And I know I've seen people on here on the TikToks and seen people on the forums, oh, well, it shoots this low and right. If you hold it right, it's gonna go where you want.
And also, statistically speaking, anytime you're doing a firefight, you're gonna be within 15 feet of what you need to take care of. So, I mean, I wouldn't take it to a 50-yard pistol shot at all. I mean, not to mention not even have this barrel or charge for that. But within 15 feet, you're gonna hit your target no matter what. You know, same thing with the 1911s. You know,
and it's all how you hold it too.
Oh no, I totally agree.
That's what I like. I mean, it fits comfortably back there. That's where I've always had issues.
Dovetail.
I've always had issues with it fitting between my thumb, and this one I can actually hold steady, and it doesn't rock as much as, like, say my compact, my Hellcat that I'm gonna be doing a review on here shortly. He shot my Hellcat, and he can tell you it's a very snappy little gun.
Yeah, I'll save that information for the episode.
I like
tear that thing apart.
Yeah, I know. I like having the compact 9mm because they're easier to conceal. But now that I have this full size 9mm, I really like carrying it better than I do my compacts.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, yeah, it's kind of bulky on my side and stuff, but I can fire it better, I can aim it better, and I can control it better.
That's something that we can do an episode on. But you know, I know we were talking about doing an EDC episode with everybody, and you know, that's what's going to come down to is the weight of the firearm is going to be your control. You know, I mean, if you get a subcompact, compact, you know, mostly you're looking at a Palmer frame, or a snub nose, and you controlling it's going to be a fucking bitch. But
we'll have to edit that.
probably. But 1911s, that's what I like about them, man. They're steel framed, they're heavy as shit. But you saw what I had to wear today. I mean, when I carry my 1911, like we're at gun range, you can open carry. You know, I have a freaking shoulder holster.
Yeah.
You know, so now when we talk about inside the waistband holsters, I mean, dude, it's kind of like with the cashier.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, trust me. I have the inside the waist for my 1911. They're the same. Well, mine's got a little bit extra because it's got the.
Yeah, you go pay
the threaded barrel. Yeah, it's like.
Buy a can of Dipper Smokes, and the cashier's like, "Are you just happy to see me?" And you're like, "Yeah, like technically, yeah."
The only real issue that I really am hoping to find somebody that can do it. It's hard to find a good inside the waistband holster for it with the light. Right now, this is a Glock 17 with a light, but it's not for the Crimson Trace light. It's for, I believe, either the Stream light or the, what is the Surefire light, or Strike Fire, whatever.
Yeah, no, Surefire.
So it does have a fitment issue, and I have seen people say, well, if you take your torch and heat it up, you can reshape it. But that.
Let me ask you this question. So why do you like Kydex more than leather? Because I know a lot of people out there prefer leather, some people prefer the plastic material, and there's no wrong answer.
Well, especially with this, because y'all see, there's no safety on this at all. Let me open this up where I can show you. No safety. This is your safety.
It's something to keep in mind if you have little ones running around, you know.
Yes. Be very aware when purchasing this because it does not have a safety.
Yeah.
I've seen too many people with the leather waist bands shoot themselves.
Oh, well, I only wear leather. Yeah. But the 1911 has multiple safeties too.
Yeah, but you have multiple safeties because you see this, I can't screw up and.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see that.
The leather, if it's thin leather, something catches it, boom, you catch a bullet to the leg.
And that's something that I do want to emphasize. You get what you pay for when it comes to firearm accessories. On most carries, scenarios such as holsters, never go cheap on a holster. Now, I know there's a lot of mom and pop shops now coming out with canted iron sights, flip-up iron sights and stuff. And I can't wait till we do reviews on those.
Yes.
I'm thinking about just building a channel AR and just make it that the test dummy. You know what I mean? Just pretty much do an Anderson lower upper build. But a basic AR to test these mom and pop shops. Because that's another thing too, like a lot of these companies, they have good product, but just like PSA, the people who are going to buy these are people who have PSA products and had the customer service with them in the past. Yeah. So they're going to have more faith in this.
And it's more, I'm going to have to say this because we all are, it's blue collar friendly. Yes. It's not going to hurt your wallet.
It's not. I mean, honestly, my pistol's $850. That will hurt me spending that right now.
Yeah.
But buying this for $350, $400, and they have sales. PSA is really good on their sales because you send me shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's a good deal. Even if you go to a gun show, pick one up. I mean, it's not a bad gun to have. The only qualm that I have with it, and not as a shooter perspective, is the safety mechanism. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But didn't you mentioned something about regarding the trigger?
Yes. So if you look in there, it's got the little, almost like my Hellcat with the thing.
Yep.
So see, it's unloaded, y'all. So, but once you, it's if you feel it. But the good thing is, once you pull the trigger and it's empty, that trigger will not go back to place until you rack it again. But if you want to feel the trigger pull on it, you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that would be hard for me to get used to.
Yeah.
But you can get used to it.
Yes, I'm getting used to it, and I'm starting to like it. But eventually, I will probably be changing out the trigger mechanism in them. And Palmetto State makes a couple different triggers for them.
One thing I want to mention right now, looking at the dagger. Now we'll do a close-up shot, and we'll throw it in right behind me, or well. So these sights, the iron sights that come with this pistol, are extremely elevated, and that's not a bad thing. The reason for it is because of that threaded barrel. That threaded barrel is so you can mount a suppressor. A lot of people have to switch out their iron sights on their pistols when they want to mount a suppressor to it.
Yeah, I mean, we could, my 1911.
Yeah, exactly. Your sights are a lot elevated than mine are.
Yeah.
So that's something. That's another cost-friendly thing. You don't have to worry about switching these out. If you want to put a suppressor on there, which I hope you eventually do one day.
I will.
But it won't be a Suppress 45.
No.
That'd be quiet. But that's something too to keep in mind. When you buy the dagger, you're buying just pretty much a preventive maintenance kit already with these iron sights installed. You don't have to worry about swapping them out. I still think it'd be cool with an optic. But that's what I wanted to point out to the audience, was because, you know, a lot of people, they do, like, let's say mil spec. Let's say you want to use my 1911. Okay, mine's a mil spec. All right, so that means that everything is base. There's no aftermarket rear sight. There's no aftermarket front post sight. It's base. If I put a threaded barrel in there, which is inexpensive and very easy to do, I wouldn't be able to see my sight picture because it's gonna be sticking out that much. But with yours, you're ready to go. You're ready just to do the paperwork and buy yourself your first suppressor and then go for it. And
Trillium night sights. Tritium. Sorry. They actually make the rise ones. Would you say? For that reason. And eventually, I am gonna put them on there because I just like their sights.
Oh, dude, yeah, I love. Well, the sights I have on my AR is Tritium, and you know those are made from Troy.
Yeah.
But they're HK style.
Yeah.
So I love them, and today at the range, first time using iron sights. I was hitting my target 100 yards. I was like, I'd have to zero this as much. I had to aim a little bit lower, but there's some work to do. But no, and that's something we can also do too when we get into more of the product review shit. That's my cut.
We are gonna start making more videos. We've had some setbacks with personal stuff and work schedules and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to get 2 videos out a month right now. This one was supposed to have been out last week, but unfortunately me and Zach both were super busy, and the first video I recorded, you're probably gonna see a gag reel in here because we counted 27 times I said
Might make a new ringtone out of it, to be honest with you. Make it like a techno song. It'll be the greatest hits. Hey, it might be a TikTok template. You never know.
But we decided to just go ahead and re-record it because we don't want to put trash out there. This channel is about good quality, wholesome stuff, and about the blue collar as well. In all, if you want a low budget 9mm, full size 9mm at that, low budget, that's going to be comfortable and fire true, go hit up Palmetto State Armory. I'm serious. These daggers, they're having issues keeping them because so many people are buying them and they like them. You have 3 different versions of it. You have actually 4 now. You have a micro, you have a compact, you have the regular full size like this, and then you got the full size SX, which I don't know what the full size SX is, but hopefully in our next video I will find that out and do some research. That way I can let y'all know. But they're all seeming around no more than $400, 500 at the most. They have a couple deals right now where you can actually get your pistol.
Those 10 magazines?
And 10 mags.
10 mags, yeah.
For $466 before tax. So, I don't know about y'all, but that's a good deal. I paid $369 for this. I got 4 mags. And so those were like $15, $16 a piece.
So the magazines that you get with these bundles, are they all Magpul magazines?
Yes. Yes. So they're all the Magpul Glock 17 GL9s, and they are polymer. So far though, feel how thick
But I prefer metal magazines. But this is actually, yeah, it's thick, it's rigid, which is good.
And you can also get the 32, the big old long mag, and it will fit in here.
And here's another thing too, for all those, you know, polymer fanboys and steel fanboys. Your polymer mags, the whole purpose behind them is that A, it's cheaper to produce, and B, they're a lot lighter than a steel magazine.
And they won't rust.
They won't rust. I mean, always do your spring maintenance on your magazines, but at the same time,
but they will dry rot, and these will dry rot and can crack because it is a polymer plastic. But anyways, guys, we will probably do a couple of videos while we're at the gun show next Sunday. We'll do some TikToks. Probably won't be for YouTube stuff, but we will catch us on our TikTok, Rifleman Reloaded, and then also here soon I will be putting us up a Instagram page, so you'll be able to get us on Insta.
You said it was OnlyFans.
Shh, not yet.
Check out that channel. But yeah, other than that, one more step before we let you guys go. We are planning on doing a full tutorial on how to build a AR-10. I think it'll be great if I can educate the community on the proper way to build an AR platform rifle. And this one will be an AR-10. And as you guys know, AR-10s are a little bit more sophisticated than the AR-15. If you say it isn't, you haven't even built one yet.
But there will be two AR-10s. There'll be two different calibers, and they will be competing. But we're not going to tell you who's doing what.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
That's going to be a surprise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I could still build yours. I'm not fully done yet.
I know,
I'm not at that point of no return.
We are going to have two different calibers for AR-10.
Now, for your history fans out there, what came first? The AR-10 or the AR-15? A lot of people get this one wrong.
So, you know what to do. Comment below. Let us know your answer, and eventually we'll tell you who is right and who is wrong.
Well, I think, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great watching these people fail.
But anyways, guys, thank you for joining us again. It's always a pleasure to do videos for y'all, and please keep the comments coming. Please keep the shares. We're hoping by the end of the year to have at least 500 subscribers. Yep. If not more. We are shooting for 500. But please like, share, and tell your friends about us.
Hell, if you have something you want to say too, drop us a comment. You know, if we know the answer to it, we'll reply back to it. If you want to see something different, like anything, if you're more of a milsurp kind of guy, milsurp are being like your World War I, World War II surplus rifles, let us know. We got plenty of those episodes coming up too, which I can't wait to do the Mosin Nagant. Well, we already did the M1 Garand. Yeah. We did the M1 Garand last September. And
we also did the Mauser episode.
Yes, we did the M43 Spanish Mauser.
And then if y'all want to see us try to review something that we might have, ask us, and we'll see if we have it, and we will try to do an episode if we have it. If we don't have it, we'll try to
obtain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright guys, thank you for checking us out. Rifleman Reloaded. We'll catch you guys next time. Oh, by the way, new logo possibly maybe coming out. Stay tuned for that one. I got the right office and signatures I needed, which is, you know, the boss.
Yep.
So, talk to you guys later.
Y'all be safe out there, and remember, safety first.
Bye-bye.
I really don't have anything bad to say. So far, this is so weird doing this without my partner in crime, Zach. But other than that, I will say, other than that, I mean, I just got off of a that's really all I got.